So, hi. Well, I wanted to show you guys some of the little boxes or little trays that I'm going to do. Give you an example of something. So, I got these at like the dollar store. So, they're really cheap little trays. And I had to, start with sanding them down. And, you know, a few months ago, these four little trays here I would have had done in it. I mean, it would have taken me only a couple of hours to do all of them. I have sandpaper that goes from 60 all the way up to 3,000. And depending on the severity of the board or whatever, I do every little inch of it. I want to make sure there's no slivers. It almost feels like glass when I'm done. It's so smooth. And I'm thinking about using either a paper or material and putting it on the bottom to decorate the bottom or burning it. I just haven't decided. Burning takes a lot of energy, a lot of mental energy. And so I don't know if I'm there yet. But to give you an example, these normally would have taken maybe an hour, maybe two, to do all four of these little boxes. And this one's got like a little star in it, or these little trays. It took me 3 freaking days to sand these down. 3 whole days. One of them took a day and a half because I had sanded it down the first time, and then the next day I came back and had several little rough patches. And they were so rough that I actually had to go all the way back down to the 60. Oh, there's a little niche there. I might have to do that down. And I even do the inside here. I don't want any roughness, any catches, anything. So I was just going to say, 3 days to do these. Normally it would take me maybe an hour to do them. 3 days. Starting from like round 1 again because of all my health issues. I barely got out of bed the last several months. This is the 3rd day in a row I've been in the living room, and that's a huge deal. Usually I get 1 day, and then I'm a week in bed again. It's getting crazy. I don't know how much longer I'm going to last before I have to have home care or something, at least sometimes. I don't know. I'm bugging out. I'm so tired all the time. It's not one thing flaring, it's another. It's exhausting. Can't just stay in bed. I have to fight. I have to force myself to get up and walk around and work on stuff. But that's what I'm going to do. So here's some extra material I have. And I was thinking this one, you see it's kind of sparkly and stuff. And I was thinking this one for the Starbucks. I thought they would look good together. Now the question is, do I do the whole box? Make it nice and tight? And line the whole box and then cut out the holes? Or do I only do the bottom so that when they look in, they have something awesome to look at? And then I can do staining for the rest of the wood. I have a few different materials. I even have a Batman one I want to do. And then I got one with a peace sign. I have this, which is so sparkly and pretty. But the problem is it wouldn't work for a tray. There's no way it would work for a tray, the bottom of a tray, unless I had epoxy. But I can always do like the outside of it or just do the edges like that, the sides. Maybe just do the box back. I don't know. We'll see. But I haven't made a video in a while because I haven't had the energy. I haven't even played video games. I have literally only watched TV. And if I'm watching TV and I'm not even listening to my books, it means I don't have the energy to read a book. And that sucks, because I don't even have the energy to have the imagination to do it. It's just frustrating. I'm tired of having to start all over in my body's ability to move. I have to start from ground zero all the time. I go from when I can barely make it from my bed to the toilet without help. And that is only about 10 steps, maybe. I'm just so tired of being tired. I can't stop fighting because I have kids and they need me. So I got to pick myself up by my bootstraps and force myself to walk. Go walk in the yard, go walk to the garden, go fiddle fart, go play with the dogs. Anything to get my butt out of bed. Now it's freezing outside. Some winter storms coming through, and it's so cold out there. Jeez, I barely want to go outside. It's too cold. Here I'm bitching. In a couple months, I'm going to bitch that it's too hot. Guess that's just the way it goes, though, huh? I don't know. I gotta keep getting up and I gotta keep moving. It's really hard to know how far to push myself and how far to not push myself. Because if I push myself too far, I set myself back weeks, if not months. The simple act of getting out of bed, because I have to put socks and pants and everything on, is sometimes way too hard to do. But the second I feel like I can, I have to do it. I can't ever just say, I just want to rest. I can never stop. I can never stop. But if I push myself out of bed too far, if I do it one extra time than I should have, my body doesn't let me get over it. It doesn't forgive me. From my bladder having, let's see, it's tilted. I have urge incontinence, which means that I don't have control of when I go or how often I go or anything, and I can't stop it when it goes. It decides everything. And it's tilted, so it's not in the right position. It's bumped up against my uterus. So every time I have problems with my uterus, like getting my period or anything like that, my bladder has issues. And then they're both bumped up against my colon. So anytime my hemorrhoids have issues or I have any of my issues with IBS, they all three just like to party. And then they get the kidneys involved sometimes. With the fibromyalgia, once any nerve activates, any of the connecting nerves, anything near it activates. It's like it starts pumping the music. Boom, boom, boom. Next thing you know, you got all the different instruments coming in my body. So one thing goes, they all go. The main symptom of most of my diseases and stuff is fatigue. We're talking laying on the couch and being too tired to even push a button on the remote control. There'll be a drink right in front of me, and I'll be so thirsty, and I can't reach over, tilt my head up, and be able to drink it. I'm too tired. I'm too exhausted. I literally can't do it. I haven't taken a shower and I don't know how long. I can't. I don't know what to do anymore. I think I'm scared. I've been fighting my whole life with everything, and now I gotta fight my own body. It's like I'm stuck in prison, and I'm constantly being tortured. Yesterday morning, like 4 in the morning, stomach cramps hit really bad, and I was in the bathroom for like an hour. They had to bring me my freaking fan because the pain got me so hot that I couldn't think. And when it gets too hot in my head, I feel like my brain is boiling. It gets so hot that if I don't have a fan, I lose the ability to think or concentrate or even, like, I think, therefore I am. I lose that ability. All I know is the heat, the heat, the heat, the heat, the heat, the nothing else. I can barely form a sentence to ask somebody to get my fan. Just tired of this fight. Tired of fighting. I have to fight myself every day. But looks like I'm losing some privacy, so I'm gonna go. Till next time.